good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is for you right now. Wake up. This is just a call to open your eyes. This is a call to open your mind, your heart, and your soul. Because somewhere along the way, we've fallen into a routine, into a comfort zone, into mediocrity. And let me tell you something right now, life begins when you step out of that comfort zone. Time is the most precious resource we have. Unlike money, possessions, or opportunities, once time is gone, it can never be reclaimed. Every second that ticks away is a moment we can't get back. Yet, so many of us live as though we have an infinite supply of it. We procrastinate, we delay our dreams, and we put off the things that truly matter. We tell ourselves, I'll do it tomorrow, but tomorrow is never guaranteed. The truth is, the clock is always ticking, and if we don't recognize the urgency of time, we risk waking up one day full of regrets. Think about it, how often do we spend our days lost in distractions? Hours scrolling through social media, binge watching shows, or doing things that have no meaningful impact on our lives. We justify it by saying we're relaxing or unwinding, but deep down we know we're avoiding the things we should be doing. We know we're wasting time. It's easy to get caught up in these habits because they're comfortable and don't demand much of us. But every hour spent in distraction is an hour stolen from our goals, dreams, and potential. Time waits for no one. It doesn't pause when we're tired, it doesn't stop when we're stressed, and it certainly doesn't give us a break because we feel overwhelmed. It keeps moving forward, relentless and unforgiving. That's why it's so important to wake up and seize the moments we have. You might think you have plenty of time to accomplish your goals, but how many years have already slipped by where you've told yourself the same thing? If you're not intentional about how you spend your time, you'll look back and wonder where it all went. The urgency of time isn't about working nonstop or burning yourself out. It's about prioritizing what truly matters. It's about living with purpose and intention. Ask yourself, what are the things that, if left undone, you'll regret the most? Is it spending time with loved ones, pursuing a passion, building your career, or taking care of your health? Whatever it is, those are the things that deserve your attention. They are what you should be dedicating your time to, not the trivial distractions that offer no long-term value. One of the most powerful shifts you can make is to view time as an investment. Every moment is a currency, and how you choose to spend it determines the return you'll get. When you spend your time wisely learning new skills, nurturing relationships, or working toward a goal, you're building a future that's rich with meaning and fulfillment. But if you squander your time on things that don't matter, you're setting yourself up for a future that feels empty and unfulfilled. The key is to become aware of how you're using your time. Start by paying attention to your daily habits and routines. How much time are you spending on things that truly align with your goals? How much time are you wasting on activities that don't bring you closer to the life you want? Awareness is the first step toward change. Once you're aware, you can start making deliberate choices about where your time goes. It's also important to remember that time isn't just about productivity, it's also about presence. We often get so caught up in doing more, achieving more, and ticking off tasks on our to-do list that we forget to actually live in the moment. But life isn't just about getting things done, it's about experiencing and appreciating the journey.
Stop following. No more following. No more doing what everybody else is doing. Set the doggone standards. It's time for y'all to set the standard. If you decide that my life deserves my developing this what I do well, and becoming the best at it and mastering myself and seeing what I have within me, I grant you that your gifts will take you places that will literally amaze you. All of us need some area of our lives where we can have a feeling of competence. That people know when they think about this area, that's something you do. That you eat and sleep that. And that you do that. You do that. And people know it. If you begin to work to develop your gifts, you'll develop a strong sense of happiness. You'll get a larger vision of yourself. The harder you work, the harder it is to surrender.
Everything you do it like this is the last time you're gonna do it.
If you're in bed right now and you're rolling around, you can't fall asleep, get the fuck up. It probably means you haven't done an honest day's work to earn that rest at night. I can put an honest day's work in here that more than anyone does in a week, and no one sees it because it's supposed to be that way. This is a fucking means to the ends. It's not the ends. And you're not in here to get an achievement. You're in here to pay your fucking dues so later in life you never wonder what it.
You know what you gotta do to get to paradise? You gotta fight like fucking hell to get to paradise. The ones that can fight, the ones that come back, those are the ones that succeed. Those are the icons of the world. There's many legends out there. There's very few icons.
Do I want to be here right now? No, I don't want to be here right now. I'd much rather be home watching the game. But later down the road, I don't want to always be just watching the fucking game. One day I want to play the fucking game. So by being here now ensures that I'm not going to be a spectator for the rest of my life. That's why I love the fucking pain and progress.
It is the process of the grind that shapes you and forms you. It's not the game. And that's why most of y'all get beat in the game or make mistakes in the game, because you think grinding is what happens when the sun comes out. You think grinding is what happens when the lights come on. You think grinding is what happens when people get in the stage. That's not grind. The real grind is in the dark when nobody sees you, when nobody knows what you're doing. When you studying without coach, when you putting in those extra reps, when you watching those videos and you getting inspired, when you change your music, it's the process that makes you sweet.
No matter how good you are, no matter how fast you are, no matter how smart you are, no matter how strong you are, there is always someone out there who will be bigger, faster, smarter, or stronger.
So what do? You can't always control who or what you're up against, but you can always control your effort. You must outwork every single one of those people you're competing with.
When you find yourself up against other people and see yourself falling behind, are you the person who gives up and gives in? Are you the person who starts making excuses for why you're not doing as much as you could? Are you the person who finds it a reason to start doing things you're not supposed to, taking breaks, slacking off, sleeping in, eating like crap? Or are you the one who sees opportunity? The opportunity to get ahead of everyone else. The opportunity to work harder and perform better when it's game time. The opportunity to improve yourself and hold yourself accountable to what you know you can achieve if you really tried your.
The urgency of time isn't about working nonstop or burning yourself out. It's about prioritizing what truly matters. It's about living with purpose and intention. Ask yourself, what are the things that, if left undone, you'll regret the most? Is it spending time with loved ones, pursuing a passion, building your career, or taking care of your health? Whatever it is, those are the things that deserve your attention. They are what you should be dedicating your time to, not the trivial distractions that offer no long-term value. One of the most powerful shifts you can make is to view time as an investment. Every moment is a currency, and how you choose to spend it determines the return you'll get. When you spend your time wisely learning new skills, nurturing relationships, or working toward a goal, you're building a future that's rich with meaning and fulfillment. But if you squander your time on things that don't matter, you're setting yourself up for a future that feels empty and unfulfilled. The key is to become aware of how you're using your time. Start by paying attention to your daily habits and routines. How much time are you spending on things that truly align with your goals? How much time are you wasting on activities that don't bring you closer to the life you want? Awareness is the first step toward change. Once you're aware, you can start making deliberate choices about where your time goes. It's also important to remember that time isn't just about productivity, it's also about presence. We often get so caught up in doing more, achieving more, and ticking off tasks on our to-do list that we forget to actually live in the moment. But life isn't just about getting things done, it's about experiencing and appreciating the journey. So while you're working toward your goals, don't forget to take time to enjoy the simple pleasures of life, the laughter of a loved one, the beauty of a sunset, or the satisfaction of a job well done. Recognizing the urgency of time doesn't mean you need to panic or rush through life. It means you need to be mindful of how you spend your days and intentional about how you use your time. It's about realizing that every moment is a gift and treating it as such. When you start living with this mindset, you'll find that you accomplish more, experience more, and regret less. In conclusion, time is the one resource we can never get back, and it's the foundation upon which our lives are built. The sooner we wake up to its value and urgency, the sooner we can start living a life of purpose, passion, and fulfillment. Don't wait for tomorrow to do what you can start today. The clock is ticking, and your future is calling. Wake up, take action, and make every second count. The comfort zone is a seductive trap. It's a place where we feel safe, secure, and in control. There's no risk, no uncertainty, and no fear of failure. But there's also no growth, no progress, and no achievement. If you stay in your comfort zone, you might avoid discomfort, but you'll also avoid the life you're capable of living. To reach your full potential, you must step out of that safe space and embrace the unknown. Growth only happens when you push yourself beyond your limits. Think about it when you work out. Your muscles grow stronger because you push them harder than they used to. When you learn a new skill, your mind expands because you challenge it to process unfamiliar information. The same principle applies to every area of your life. If you're not pushing yourself, you're not growing. Stepping out of your comfort zone is scary, and that's okay. Fear is a natural response to uncertainty. It's your brain's way of protecting you from potential harm. But here's the truth. Most of the fear you feel isn't based on real danger. It's based on imagined worst-case scenarios that will probably never happen. The fear of failure, rejection, or looking foolish is what keeps most people stuck. But what if, instead of focusing on what could go wrong, you focused on what could go right? Every successful person has one thing in common. They faced their fears and stepped out of their comfort zone. They didn't let the fear of failure hold them back. They didn't wait until they felt completely ready. Because the truth is, you'll never feel 100% ready for the things that matter most. There will always be doubts, uncertainties, and reasons to stay where you are. But if you want to achieve something extraordinary, you have to take the leap anyway.